proved yet again his bias against Donald Trump. And things are not looking good for DA Alvin Bragg. I don't care what the mainstream media is telling you guys. Donald Trump's legal spokeswoman, Alina Habba, has just called out the hush money case against the former president. And she's basically suggesting that this bias is being exercised by even the judge that's presiding over this case. Now, as you guys remember, Judge Juan Merchan, he donated to President Joe Biden's campaign back in 2020. But besides that, his family has also profited. They've made a lot of money by working with the top officials within the Democratic Party. And this includes the likes of AG Letitia James. We're talking Vice President Kamala Harris, everyone's favorite Kamala Harris. I don't know if you guys caught that. I forget which show it was. They were saying we needed Mamala Harris. Unbelievable. Comment down below if you guys know what talk show that phrase actually came from. It made me cringe when I heard Mamala Harris. But they also make money off of Adam Schiff and even the President Joe Biden himself. Now, Alina Habba says that the law has become unbalanced. So if you guys think that the law has become unbalanced, hit me up in the comments, guys. We got some folks coming in live. We got Jeannie, we got Josie. What's going on? Yo, what's up, Lars Mitch? We've got Ellen and a lot more folks coming in here. Awesome. So, by the way, if you guys could just take a second, hit the like button for the video. Totally appreciate you guys. And I want to thank you always for sharing these videos on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, whatever. All right, guys. So Alina Habba is calling the law unbalanced, right? And this is especially true when it comes to Donald Trump. And the former president has time and time again, he's called out Judge Merchan over this New York Manhattan hush money trial case against him for not recusing himself from the case. Instead, he only added gag orders to Donald Trump in order to silence him from speaking his mind. Meanwhile, you got people like Michael Cohen. He can go on TikTok live and throw whatever he wants to say at the former president. Now, as you guys already know, Donald Trump, he has answered back. And what happened to him? Oh, well, he just got fined $9,000 from Judge Merchan. But let's hear what Alina Habba had to say about all of this crap that's going on right now.
Let's talk about something else that nobody's mentioning. Hillary Clinton with the Russia hoax paid the FEC a violation for paying her attorneys to hide payments for that. Okay? Now, is she in jail? No. 150%. If it's Trump, they will go after you. If it's anybody else, you pay an $8,000. I believe her fine was $8,000. How's that not a paper crime? If we're going to use this standard, it's got to apply to everybody. And you know what? That's not going to be very pretty for the American people, and that's not going to be pretty for the left-wing Democrats. They come after Trump. They're coming after America. It has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with us. There is no campaign finance violation. In fact, that's what Michael Cohen pled guilty to. The same man that perjured himself in my attorney general case and admitted to it on the stand.
Wow.
We are clearly in a very much political lawfare environment. And as Americans, both Democrat and Republican, if we don't stop it, we are in trouble as a country.
Are you any more optimistic than you were last week when we spoke to you about the outcome of this trial for the former president?
Listen, like I said, and I've said time and time again, the president has done nothing wrong. If we are in a fair environment, if we are not in Manhattan, where they intentionally select a venue, which despite our motions to move it, is intentionally blue. It is a blue city. And the pool is blue. It is what it is. And that's all intentional. Georgia, Washington, D.C., you cannot get it twisted that this is all by design by the Biden administration. So am I hopeful? My client did nothing wrong. If he was given a fair jury, if he was given a fair trial, if he was given a fair trier of fact who doesn't need to recuse himself, I would have zero concern. My concern is that we have politics permeating our courtroom, that my client is truly become a victim of political lawfare and persecution. And as a result, I've seen in court his treatment be very different than anybody else I've represented. So my concern is the same as his is these are witch hunts. They're designed to stop him from the campaign. And he truly shouldn't even be in the courtroom, frankly. The fact that he's there every day is an injustice. So I'm hoping that the jury will listen to the witnesses, listen to the fact that they have no facts, and that we'll get the right result, which is that he should be completely vindicated.
Now I gotta ask you guys, do you guys think that Alina Habba is doing a great job representing Donald Trump or what? I mean, like she literally hits it home every time she jumps in front of the cameras and expresses what needs to be said in spite of the fact that the judges, the legal system, the DOJ, the Department of Justice, all of Biden's grunt workers are barring Trump from speaking. Big pat on the back for Alina Habba for representing for DJT. All right, guys. So in terms of being treated differently, a lot of analysts are finding it very odd as to why Judge Merchan is placing a gag order on Trump. Now, some say that this infringes on Donald Trump's constitutional rights, something that you and I exercise pretty much every single freaking day, right? The right to free speech is the First Amendment. It's like the basics. Now, you guys, you might remember the prosecution star witness, Michael Cohen, who profited, made a little bit of money on this thing. He had a little side hustle going on with this little TikTok video thing that he had going on. So basically, Michael Cohen profited off of commenting on Donald Trump on this case. How is he getting away with this stuff? Meanwhile, Donald Trump can't say a word, but Michael Cohen, who's a proven liar, he can make money off of whatever he happens to say related to Donald Trump's case. It's completely, this is biased in every way, shape, or form. And it's on the TikTok platform that most of the Democratic lawmakers don't even like. So yeah, he even made money as he was doing it because he was getting donations from the live streams. But much like what Alina Habba said, the same concept does not exist for the former president. Matter of fact, Donald Trump got slapped with a $9,000 fine because of violating the court's gag orders. Now, remember, Michael Cohen, he's a proven liar, right? But he can jump on social media, he can get on TikTok, he can say whatever he wants to say and allege whatever he wants to allege against Donald Trump. And this judge, he don't even care. Judge Juan Merchan says Trump can't and should not do anything about it. Just take all the punches, but don't hit back, basically, right? So is this fair, you guys? I mean, am I missing something? If I'm missing something, it's okay. Call me out. But if I'm missing something, let me know. Yeah. So this is crazy. It's wild what they're doing here. I can't believe that they're getting away with this kind of stuff. It's just unbelievable. It's unreal. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. But yeah. So some people are saying that this gag order should be placed on everyone that's involved with the trial, not just Trump. What do you guys think? Should the gag order be applied to everyone that's involved in this trial, or should it only apply to Donald Trump? Yeah, let me know what y'all think on that. So basically, if Judge Juan Merchan wants to keep Donald Trump quiet, then he should be doing the same thing that Michael Cohen, right? Like, if Trump can't just run around saying whatever he wants on social media, why should Cohen be allowed to say whatever he wants? Is this fair? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too worked up here. So anyway, this whole bias, it's seeping through his gag order because he only wants one person to keep his mouth shut, and that one person is Donald J. Trump. But here's the thing, guys. The former president, he's pushing Merchan to his limit. I really think he is, seemingly forcing him to show his true colors to the American people. And we got legal experts, they're saying, and they're even suggesting that a jail sentence should be in line if Trump violates Merchan's gag order. This is just unbelievable that some of these fools are suggesting that Donald Trump should go to jail for violating the gag order, but yet you have what's his name, Michael Cohen. He can just pretty much say anything he wants, no consequence. Where's the justice, guys? Where's the justice? Has anyone seen justice? I'm looking for justice. I can't find it anywhere. Oh my God. It's so dumb. It is so ridiculous. So, man, real quick, it has gotten dark in here. Hold on, let me put the light on. My bad, y'all. It was just getting a little dark. The sun had shifted or the clouds had come over the house or something. Anyway, they're saying they people are saying that Donald Trump should go to jail for violating his gag order. Meanwhile, Michael Cohen, he can just say whatever he wants. But this is because the prosecution continues to point and cite to more violations from Trump, and at least that's the way they want us to see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Coy Gully says crooked judges. Fa and Fo says Trump isn't afraid to tell the truth to the world. I agree. Nana's Crochet Corner says yes to everyone. This is crap. Matter of fact, I'll throw a poll up in here. How many of you guys think that where is it? How do I do this here? Where are the comments? Okay, here we go. Let's see what you guys say. Should a gag order be put on everyone on Trump's trial? All right. So if you think that a gag order should be put on everyone on Trump's trial, Trump's hush money trial, just comment down below or hit the yes button or whatever. If you disagree, just click no. But I want to see from you guys, because I don't think it's fair for you to single out the person who is being tried here, and meanwhile I don't want to say competitors, but everyone who's against him can literally just talk all the crap in the world all over social media. And here's the thing. The jurors, they're on social media too. So they're going to see these comments. They're going to see these posts from the prosecution side, from the witness. So that is going to, that here, we're talking about election interference. They're interfering with the court case by allowing these people to just say whatever they want all over social media. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, this is really bad. This is really bad. I mean, anyway, so a lot of people are saying that, Trump is merely exercising his constitutional right, and he's doing nothing more than that. So why are you guys trying to silence him? Why are you violating his First Amendment right by blocking him from being able to speak his mind? Meanwhile, everyone else is able to do so. What's going on, Danny? I see you from Queensland, Australia. Nice. Appreciate you checking in, my friend. But yeah, so I don't know. I have to again reiterate that this is the same mess that the judge had. This is the same judge who contributed to Joe Biden's campaign back in 2020, if you guys remember. But he sees no problem with himself overseeing the trial of President Biden's closest political rival. So we already know that the judge doesn't like Trump. He contributed to Biden's campaign back in 2020. So, and this is a known fact. So how in the world do we even have him as the judge? You would have any logical person would have automatically assumed that this would be a conflict of interest. How many times have we heard this phrase in Donald Trump's multiple cases, especially with Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade in Atlanta, Georgia, right? So that this now brings me to the protests that are happening on multiple college campuses at this point across the United States. UCLA, Berkeley, what was it? I forget what school in New York it was happening. Anyway, so former President Donald Trump, he claimed that these protests, they're feature paid agitators. In other words, they're hiring people. Can you guys believe this? And let me know if you believe this, because I could see it happening. I could totally see these people doing this stuff. I mean, if you've ever seen any kind of like government conspiracy movies like Jason Bourne, if you guys remember Bourne Identity, like those movies were awesome, very eye-opening. Bourne Identity, Enemy of the State, House of Cards. Like the government can do some stuff. Like, don't sleep. Like, these folks, they're creative, they're underhanded in many cases. So former President Donald Trump believes that a lot of these protests, they're paid agitators. In other words, somebody's paying these people to do what they're doing, right? Columbia, thank you. I was trying to remember Columbia University. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Mike Osborne. But anyway, yeah. A lot of these protesters are paid. And in a recent interview, Donald Trump actually said that if we're seeing identical signs, which we are, then these people are likely being paid by a source, probably one source, maybe a couple different sources. But if they're all using the same signs, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably got them from somewhere, the same place, right? Now, to date, we really haven't seen any signs that look like they're homemade, like these are like store-bought, manufactured in bulk kind of signs. And so Donald Trump further added that these signs that we're seeing, they're all printed by the same printer. Yeah, kind of suggesting that whoever is funding these protests, they're doing a great disservice to the world and to the United States. Have you guys seen this? What I'm talking about here, and I'm seeing some of you guys in the comments right now. Soros, who said Soros? Judith and Dan Davis said Soros. So I think you guys are saying that you think Soros has funded these fake protesters. Man, thank you so much, Lynette Carter. Legend as always, Ron. Appreciate you. Rad Data 4. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Clown world indeed. It sure is, man. It sure is. Guns and ammo. Appreciate you, Jeff Poor. Guns, ammo, silver, gold. I think these are some of the things that we should all have ready, because who knows what's coming, man? Who knows? Daytona Beach in the house. What's going on, Sean Lynch? All right. Both Biden and Donald Trump have now spoken out about these protests and these campus takeovers at a lot of these colleges, schools, and universities. And the former president criticized Joe Biden for his inaction. I mean, Biden really hadn't done anything like at all. So there's a lot of inaction. Anyway, saying that the anti-Semitism has to stop. Now, he called the president to do something, and for him to, become the voice of the nation, something that he really believes that Biden does not possess. Now, Donald Trump even went as far as to call them as Biden protests. Now, they're not entirely sure who's really funding these protests. Who knows? Maybe it's George Soros, maybe it's not. Maybe it's Biden's camp, maybe it's not. But it sure does look like it's a concerted effort. Now, some people, they say that it could be funded by the White House. Some people say it could be funded by George Soros, but I don't really know. I don't think anybody has been able to prove it yet for a fact. We think different things, but actually being able to prove it, it's kind of hard to tell at this point. But the question is, are these protests being used to influence radicals, for riots to take over our campuses? I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think on that. More to come on future videos. I just want to thank y'all so much for hitting the like button as always. You guys are amazing. Nana's, let's see, Nana, where you at? Nana's Crochet Corner says, can your food and stock up on beans and rice. Yeah, do what Dave Ramsey has told all of us, beans and rice. But yeah, stock up and get ready, because this is already starting out to be a wild year. We've already had a bank collapse this year. How many of you guys are even aware that we had a bank collapse already in 2024? Is anybody aware of that? Comment down below. Let me know if you are aware of the fact that there was a bank that collapsed already in 2024, and if you happen to know, what was the name of the bank? I'm gonna just wait a second for you guys to see if I get any kind of responses. See anybody? Ooh, Jeff Poor knows. That's right, man. Republic Bank. So Republic Bank, it was actually Republic First Bank closes. This is the first FDI insured bank to fail in 2024. So you want to talk about a wild year? I mean, I think 2020 was still wilder than this year. But in terms of Donald Trump's cases, definitely wilder this year. But yeah, so check this out, guys. So Philadelphia-based Republic First Bank was closed by state regulators Friday night, and its assets were given to the Federal Department Insurance Corporation, also known as the FDIC. Republic's assets are now being taken over by Lancaster, Pennsylvania-based Fulton Bank, effective immediately. Fulton is also assuming all deposits. So yeah, the assets, all of the accounts have been taken over by the Fulton Bank. Checks and debit cards are said to be operating normally. Republic Bank ATMs operate normally, and they're telling all the folks there to make their loans as scheduled. My point is that I'm hearing predictions that there may be more banks that may fail this year. I read somewhere that we may see up to 7% of banks in the United States at risk of failing and collapsing. So just wanted to kind of put that out there. I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard anything about that. If you're interested in learning more about that, I can definitely make more content related to that and keep you guys informed. That's my goal, guys. I want to keep y'all informed. But anyway, I just want to thank y'all for hitting the like button for the video. Thanks so much for rocking with me, sharing these videos on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll